So when you create any contact in Hypermesh, we need to define a discrete. Discrete means surfaces. Whether we want N to S or S to S. It means node to surface or surface to surface. So let's learn what is this N to S and S to S. First one is node to surface. Node to surface discretization approach involves the creation contact element between a master surface and a slave node. The contact interface is constructed by searching for each slave node a respective face for the master surface. Okay, so let's see what happens when we select node to surface. We have a node on the slave side, that is slave, and we need to define a surface on the master side. Okay, so here let's say these are element of master and these are the element of the slave. So what happens is the software is going to create a contact for this element with this slave. So what happens is it is going to find a normal contact. Here it is going to find a normal, here you can see straight line, and it will search for the nearest node in the slave surface, and whenever it finds the nearest node normal to this node, it will create a contact. Here you can see similarly here the contact will be like this, and you can see here the contact will not be proper because when we draw the perpendicular here, the gap is very large. So that is why we need to define an adjust value. Adjust value means we need to define up to where it is going to search the node. So this is the node to surface algorithm. So to search the distance, you can see it is showing we need to define the search distance value. Then we have the surface to surface. In this case, we define surface on both master and both slave, and when it is going to create the contact, it will select the element, one element on the master. So master element will search for corresponding element. It means it is going to draw some perpendicular nearest to the nearest element. When it finds the element, it is going to create contact between them like this. Up to which distance it is going to find, we need to define it in the search distance. So again you can see there is no perpendicular contact here. So it is going to draw a perpendicular from here. Then it will create the contact. One element always create with one element. So two element does not share the single element. Okay, it is not going to happen. That is why when we create the contact, meshing is very important. So the element should be corresponding with respect to each other. Of course the question comes which one to choose. So there are some recommendation based on the experience which one to choose. We need to choose N to S when one mesh is very fine mesh, that is for the slave surface. Means whenever the mesh is very fine for the slave surface as compared to the master, we need to select N to S. Second thing is S to S is typically consume higher computational time and memory as compared to N to S, because in S to S it is going to create contact between two surfaces. But here you can see a surface is going to create contact with a node. So creating contact with a node is easy because we have a one single node. But the thing is S to S always provides a very good and accurate result. You can see here it typically generates a smoother contact pressure between the bodies. So if the slave is a set of grid, we need to use N to S. N to S is recommended if the slave is a set of solid element. Alternatively, surfaces of solid can be used as S to S. So generally in industries, we always use the surface to surface because it always provides the better result. Because node to node surface create problem while creating the contact between the bodies because it is going to search for a single node. Although the time of solution for the S to S is large as compared to N to S, but because of the accuracy we always select S to S. And in this course also, most of the time we need to select S to S.